What up, Josh? Power 1.5, what up? Thumbs up. Let's get this bread. There he is. Hello, welcome to CBS Sports Super Prep Live. I'm Miles Perry, and today we have a stouted player for Edmond Memorial, Sean Pedulla. Sean, how are you?
Good. Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome. Before we get started, Sean, can you tell us a little about yourself and why you
Yes.
started playing basketball?
I come from a big family. I got 8 siblings, and almost everyone's played basketball. So that's all I've really ever known. But I go to Edmond Memorial. I was homeschooled all the way up until freshman year, and then I went there because that's where my older brother went. I'm a junior, but gonna be a senior. I'm point guard, and then in the summer I play for Buddy Buckets. I played with them the past 2 years. This would be the third summer, so.
How's it playing like for Buddy Hill's AAU team? Is it fun or is it a lot of
Yeah, it
experience?
is really fun. It's a mixture of hard work, getting better, and then like just winning and having fun. So it's fun, but we also take care of business and get better as individuals too. So
I know right now in the AU circuits, you put on the prep hoop circuit. It's the spring period right now. Where were y'all
yep,
going to play in the spring period? Were y'all going to LA or?
yeah. We were scheduled to go our first weekend in LA, and then a couple of local tournaments after that. So obviously we can't get that chance, but hopefully these next couple of weeks we'll be able to get back into it.
And let's talk about this past season for Edmond Memorial. Y'all went on a big win streak after losing to Sophomore the first game of the year.
Hmm.
How was that? What was it like going on that streak and uh, setting the dominance in Edmond and practically the state?
Yeah, so Edmund, we played Southmore first game, and we knew they were really good, and we played them pretty well, but just first game jitters kind of got the better of us. And then after that, we knew that we could compete with everyone because, I mean, we played the number one ranked team to, 7 points.
Yeah.
So we knew we could play with anyone. Then we started building that confidence and that chemistry with each other, and we just started picking it up and gain momentum after game, trusting each other, understanding our own stuff, and then it just took off. So unfortunate that we couldn't finish out the year the way we wanted to, but we had a pretty good year. So
You guys did. You guys were like predicted. I think in a few people's polls, y'all were predicted to win state over Booker
yep,
T.
yeah. So
How did
we
it make? Oh, my bad. Finish what
no,
you're saying.
it's good. We went 22-4, and we were picking up steam at the right time, but just couldn't finish it out. We were all the way in Tulsa before they told us we weren't going to be able to play, so it
How
was
did it
tough.
make you? How did it make you feel when they canceled the tournament because of quarantine? And
It was terrible. I mean, we got all the way up to Tulsa Memorial's parking lot, and our coach was passing out sandwiches for lunch. And then one of our teammates was saying that someone was saying on Twitter that the OSSA were having a meeting, and they were going to discuss canceling the tournament or postponing it. But everyone kind of knew if they postponed it, it was going to get canceled. So whenever they for sure said that it was going to be postponed, I just heart sunk. It was terrible.
before we continue talking about basketball and stuff, I saw you on Twitter too. Like I had Dominic on last week about the student section
Oh
thing, and
yeah,
you were commenting about that. So I've been to a few of y'all's games. Y'all student section is pretty rowdy. Y'all student section is almost pretty much on the floor while y'all are playing. So how does that help y'all win games at home?
oh it's such a big help. It's not even just during the games. Like I'll be walking around in school and everyone will just be talking about like, you ready for the game today? Like it's just like the atmosphere at Memorial. Everyone loves coming to the game. So whenever yeah, like CJ said, we lit. But whenever we have big student section, like whether it's home or away, they come out to every game, and it just sets like a dominance, and it's hard to play against. So it helps a lot.
Yeah. Um, you have a few offers from Texas State and Troy. What was it like getting those offers in the first time they called you said we would like to offer you? What was it like?
Yeah. So Texas State, They offered Drew Tennille. That's where Drew Tennille is. He was a senior last year, so that's kind of how that connection started. And they came to one of our practices last year and saw me. And then they saw me again at a tournament last summer during the prep hoop circuit, and they offered me right beginning of last season. And then Troy, they saw me at the NCAA showcase. Um, was it last June? And then they started talking to me, and then one day they just called me up and offered me. So that's where those two came from.
Is is there any other Division One offers coming your way, or any other schools talking to you at the moment?
Yeah, I've been talking to a few, but I just kind of like to keep that on the down low. So
I got you. I got you.
whether it's not if it's not for sure, I don't want to put it out there or not. So
Okay. Um. Okay. The word around Edmond is that you are the best player. How does that make you feel, being considered the best player in Edmond?
well, I don't know. I don't really try to focus on that, but it's good to hear. I mean, everyone just naturally wants some recognition for whenever they work hard at something, but at the end of the day, that's not. I don't want to be recognized as the best player in Edmond. I want to be recognized as the best player in the state. So with that, I want to win a state championship. So those two are the main things on my mind.
Okay. And talk about, Sean, I want you to talk about the program at Edmond Memorial. It's very historically known. Jordan Woodard, like you said, Drew Tennille, Christian Doolittle. What's it like playing for the coaches at Edmond Memorial, and what's it like being a Bulldog on the basketball court?
Well, it means a lot more than just playing basketball. Uh, it's not like a lot of people think that it's like a super serious program because Coach Coward's known as like a pretty strict but gets the job done type of coach. But it's a lot of fun at the same time. Like those guys are the closest I'm with. They're like family to me. We have some blast on like road trips, away games. So it's really fun. But at the same time, it's like every day the coaches make sure we know that we have to get the job done and we have to come in with a focus. And without that, we're not going to hold the standard of what Memorial really is. So it's a great program to play in. Great coaching.
That's good. So I want you to talk to me about your style of play, because I've watched you play a few times, and to me, you play like I can't describe you. So you just very skilled in all the ways of your game. Your handle's nice. You have a nice tight handle. You have a nice jump shot. Who do you how should I say, mimic in the NBA or compare yourself to?
I don't really like to see one player that I just kind of mimic. I kind of like to take key parts from different players and see what they do really well individually and see if I can bring that all into one. But a few examples, like I see Kyrie Irving, he's got probably the tightest handle in the NBA and no one can take it from him. And that's one thing in my game that I think I might be lacking. So specifically, that's handling is I'm trying to get that better this offseason. And obviously shooting. Curry was like the person I grew up watching just kill the Thunder every time. So his shot is definitely something I try to mimic and work at. So I think those two things you can always try to improve: dribbling and shooting.
Okay. Is there anybody on the college level you compare yourself to or you like to watch?
Uh, I know my dad likes how Trey Young plays, but
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
no, there's nothing. There's not really one person I just try to mimic and play exactly like that person. But
Okay. Okay. Um. So you got JVC on your team.
mm-hmm.
He's a nice young up and coming big man. What's I've seen y'all play. Y'all look for each other a lot on the floor actually.
Yeah,
Is that like your? I'm not saying, not trying to divide anybody in the team. Is just like, is that your go-to dude, or is that y'all just have that connection or something on the court? Is
I
that
mean I trust all my teammates, but especially if we need like a bucket late game situation, there's going to be some people I look for to trust more. But I trust everyone. But JV is definitely someone that gives every team fits. So if they can't stop it, why should you not go to it? So whenever you got a guy like JV, I just dump it down to them, get easy buckets pretty much every time.
And Sean, you mentioned earlier in the interview that you transitioned from homeschool to public school. What
Yeah.
was that transition like, and how did it affect you in any way? That
I can tell you that my eighth grade season was a lot different than my freshman season. For eighth grade year, I played with Green Country Defenders, which is a homeschool team in Oklahoma City, and we worked hard, but it just wasn't the right fit for me. And my mom and my brother knew that he went. My brother knew that I would be better off at Memorial, so he talked to my parents and told them that that would be the best job for me. So we decided to send myself to Memorial, and then freshman year, I played with some pretty talented guys, and it was a lot different. And I'll tell you that it was a lot different than homeschooling. So it was a bit of an adjustment, but once it got going, I liked it and enjoyed it and just ran with it.
Was the pace faster, or was it just everything was just different for you?
Well, compared to homeschool, it was, but I played up on homeschooling, so I was kind of used to it. And then in the summertime, of course, I played AAU, which is already going to be a little bit faster than homeschool or middle school basketball in general. So it was a little bit faster, but nothing I wasn't really used to.
Going back to AAU, you play on the prep hoop circuit with Team Buddy Buckets.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you were only one of the only players to pick up D1 offers on the prep hoop circuit, weren't you? Is that true?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but
Okay. After that summer, was there any EYBL teams that asked you to come play with them this summer, this coming up summer, or?
well, actually, Team Griffin asked me to play on their team during the Peach Jam last year, their 16U, but I decided to be loyal to Buddy Buckets, and I thought that'd be unfair to just up and leave, so I decided to decline that. But no other EYBL team messaged me or tried to reach out. But I kind of talked to my Buddy Buckets coaches, and we decided that I was going to stay, and that was the best job for me, and I trusted them, and I talked to my family about it, so we just decided that was going to be the best opportunity for me.
I have a question about the season. Who was the hardest game you played this year at home? Because you guys
At home?
At home.
That sophomore game was obviously the most difficult. We lost that game, and we had a good student section for that one too. But they were just hitting a lot of shots. We weren't really in sync. We didn't have that much chemistry yet. But I would say that was probably the most tough game. But I know we played Edmond North like 4 times, and twice we played them at home, and they were both some tough, like nail-biting games. One time was senior night, and they played us up. They were up about like 3/4 of the game, and then the last time we played them, the last time we played them was playoffs to head to area, I believe, and I think we beat them by 13. But they started out the game like on a 9-0 run. And of course, it's playoffs, so they had the rowdy student section too, and it's an Edmond matchup, so
Yeah.
the place was pretty loud, and they had momentum. You know, playoffs, anyone can beat each other, so that was up there for one of the toughest games of the home season that we had.
Okay, Sean, I want to talk about when did you realize you wanted to go to the next level of basketball, playing on a Division I level and playing college? When did you realize you wanted to do that, or that you could do that?
I wouldn't say there's one moment, like one specific moment that I decided I wanted to. Growing up, I was like, man, you have that thought like playing D1 is crazy. Like, if you ever got that? And you always look up to these guys on TV, and then playing, I just realized I love the game so much, and I just kept working hard, and I realized that that's what I wanted to do over time. And getting like each of these little accomplishments after working hard and seeing it pay off is just super rewarding. So I just want to keep seeing those rewards.
That's good. That's good. So I know basketball isn't the end all be all. So if you do go to college, wherever you go, what do you want to study in college, or what do you?
I'm not sure yet. I know I want to do something with engineering or medicine, and something science or math. But I'm open to anything. I don't even really know what I'd be interested in completely. So
That's
I'm
good.
just gonna wait to see what I like to study, and then go from there. Trust God.
Now I got a question. My favorite team is the Thunder. Since I was little.
Yeah.
So who's your favorite NBA? Who's your favorite NBA team? I know a bunch of people don't have a favorite team, but who's your favorite team?
I gotta say the Thunder, just because I grew up watching them, and I always wanted them to win. But I also like watching the 76ers. Those are just my two favorite teams.
You like Ben Simmons?
Yeah, even though he can't shoot at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, they're a good coach team and a well coached team. And I always like seeing them play the Bucks. I like the Bucks too with Giannis. But I don't really watch that much other than the Thunder, so I'd say the Thunder.
Who'd you have winning it all this year? Because it was between the Lakers. Everybody said it was between the Lakers and the Clippers. Who'd you
I would say
have?
the Lakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think LeBron he was on a different level this year, so
Yeah.
they were my pick to win the finals this year.
And speaking of LeBron, the Last Dance came out the other night.
Mm-hmm.
So who do you think the best player is of all time? Because everybody, I see a lot of back and forth about.
I mean, I feel like watching that document. I only watched the first episode, but I feel like watching that documentary, it's like Michael Jordan was just on another level. Like how can you say he's not the GOAT? But like at the same time, watching those guys they played against, it's hard to see LeBron playing against those guys and not like dominating even more. But I still like you can't. I don't think you can say one person is the greatest of all time. I think it's between them. I think it's between Kobe, Michael Jordan, and LeBron. But I can't pick one. Like I can understand anyone's argument if they decide to pick one or the other.
Okay, I see that. Personally, I think the two best players ever, MJ and Kobe, because I mean
Yeah,
Kobe replicated MJ's game and basically looked up to him like a god.
yeah. They
Um,
just both had that obsession with the
yeah.
work ethic. But
Do you see yourself comparing yourself to them with your work ethic and how you want it bad? And
yeah, I mean, there's one thing that my dad tries to keep on me is like the 5 a.m. workouts that Kobe always did. And during the season, I try to get up at like 5 a.m. and go get some shooting workouts in. So that's one thing that I try to take after him.
that's that's impressive. That's good. Because many people don't like waking up at 5 a.m. on
Yeah, I mean, I don't either,
Monday
but
morning. Yeah, yeah. So I want to talk about your team and the players on Team Buddy Buckets real quick because you are, I think, I would assume you are probably the team captain on the team. Or I don't know how y'all do that. You guys have Delonte Shannon of Edmond North, Jaden Bray. He doesn't really
yeah,
play basketball anymore. He's a 3-star wide receiver
yeah,
up in the coming
football.
three. But how's it
I think
like
he said he
playing
was
with?
still gonna he was still gonna try to play though.
Oh, he is. I hope he does because I thought he was
Yeah,
in.
he told me he was gonna try, but
But how does it what is it like playing with them? Because I played with basketball with Jaden in middle school. He's very very good at basketball, like
yeah,
he's football. But how's it like playing with them?
yeah. I mean, they're all super talented, and I mean, you play against them in the regular school season, you're like, gosh, they give us fits. But whenever you're all together on the same team, it's just so fun because you can go to anyone for an option anytime. So there's a lot of trust, and it's a lot of fun. Like going out of state almost every week, and then you just build relationships and friendships with those guys whenever you're spending hours upon hours with them. So it's just like Memorial. It's like a family. So yeah,
So
I
let's talk
enjoy it.
about how a bunch of talk is between the classes and which class is better and this and that. And who would you want to play outside of 6A that you just want to play? Like out of all the schools, like the Pacific player school, like who do you want to play out of 6A?
Heritage Hall.
Okay, because you want to play Trey.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
Kingfisher.
Kingfisher. Those would be good games.
Yeah, maybe.
Y'all should invite one of those teams to the Edmond Open or something. I don't know who controls that or the athletic.
Yeah,
That'd be dope. Though in the Edmond.
I'd definitely be up for that. I don't know what they'll do for the Tournament of Champions next year.
I don't know. They might. I think they might just like have the same teams in it. I don't know.
Maybe. But I know Del City was good this year too, and I kind of wanted to play them. They beat
Yeah.
Booker T by like 13 halfway through.
Yeah. So about I mean, I know Donovan Mitchell was seen at Dell City working out before he had the coronavirus. Do you kind of blame Dell City for postponing everything or no? Because that
No,
was probably the main reason why it
I
happened.
don't think it was Del. I think I heard that schools around Del City in their class were the reason why they canceled because they didn't want to play Del City because they thought those kids had it. But I knew the tournament was going to be canceled as soon as the night before when they canceled the Thunder game and they reported that Rudy Gobert had. I was like, they're going to start canceling everything, and then they did. And then that morning the tournament was still on. I was like, I hope we just get to 1:00 because that was the time of our game. I was like, 1:00 can't come soon enough. So I was just hoping that we were going to play, and then like an hour and a half before the game they just canceled. So I don't really blame one person, but it definitely did start with that Rudy Gobert Thunder game.
Yeah. Well, I hear a lot. I mean, there's a lot of opinions going on. Some people say Dale City. Some people blame it on Rudy Gobert. So I was wondering, you're 6'8" and they're 5'8", and y'all play in the same building. So I was wondering, what would you think about that?
I just wanted to play. If
Yeah.
anything, I thought we should have just gotten it over with because I know everyone did want to play the game, but I knew everyone did want to play the tournament. But if we just played one game, they weren't about to cancel the rest. If anything, we should have just played like 3 games in one day. I would have been fine with AAU style.
Yeah. Was this your first state tournament you're gonna be in, or you've been in one
No, it's
before?
my third. I was in it freshman year. Freshman year, I got pulled up for the state tournament. Didn't really play, but I was in that. I was on the bench for that one, and then sophomore year, we made it to state. We were like 23-2, 24-2, and then we lost in the semis. We got upset by Micah Thomas and PC North, and I think we were favored to win that. And then this year, got to state again, but didn't get to play any of the games. So next year, hopefully, we'll keep the trend.
Okay. I'm gonna go back into the college aspect real quick.
Okay.
So, is there any dream college you would like to play for? Like, you just waiting for them to talk to you? You hope they.
No, there's my family keeps on like family and friends always ask me like if there's one school you dream of going. I don't really have one because if that doesn't work out, I don't want to be butthurt about it or be sad that it didn't work out. I just trust in God and see what unfolds, and then whenever all my options are on the table and the time has come, I'll just make the best decision.
Okay. This is gonna be the last question.
Okay.
And it's gonna be a question that's gonna make you think hard.
Okay.
Do you think you can beat Russell Westbrook 1-on-1?
No.
What?
That wasn't hard to think about.
That wasn't hard to think about.
I do think
so. I mean, I bet you could.
I mean, he could. No, that was easy.
I mean, you can do the Ben Simmons defense.
I do think I beat him at shooting contest.
Okay.
He's just too big, but.
How tall are you?
Yeah, watching Russ, I was always 6'1", 6'1".
He got 2 inches, 2-3 inches. I mean, that's not a lot. I mean, that's a lot, but it's not a lot at the same time.
Yeah, but Russell's like.
He's big. Like,
he bullies NBA point guards like on a daily basis. So
you're right. I just wanted to see your response because that was, I don't know, that's popped in my head. That was like, but Sean, I wish you the best of luck. I will keep following you. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate that, and I hope you keep going and get to where you want to go.
Hey, thanks for having me again. Hopefully we'll keep in touch.
Good
luck with this show.
Thank you. And you guys, since I told y'all last week I'm doing Tuesdays and Thursdays, on Thursday, we're going to have Trey Alexander on. Tricky Trey, the #1 player in the state. Come on, talk about his recruitment and his lifestyle and what's going on with him and coronavirus right now. So thank you guys for watching and tune in on Thursday.